Hello everyone, welcome to Savi channel, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. This is Manoranjan here. Today we will discuss about a topic that is Mealy sequential model, which comes under model 4 of sequential circuit design under digital system design subject for VTU syllabus. So hope all of us know what is a sequential circuit. Sequential circuit is a circuit in which the output at any instant of time depends on the present state as well as the last stored value. Okay, so it will be always a little difficult to design a sequential circuit as compared to combination circuit because your memory involves. So you will take a help of state machine concept here. With the help of the state machine concept, it will be easy for us to analyze any sequential circuit because analyzing will be since it mainly will represent a sequential circuit using state diagram and state tables. It will be easy for us to identify the mistakes and analyze the things properly. So with that thing in the mind, we'll see how things goes. Mainly it's a sequential circuits can be represented using two types of model, that is Mealy model and Moore model. So we'll take one topic today, the another one will be discussed in another video, that is Mealy will take it today, the Moore will take in the another. Okay, so what is a Mealy sequential model? In case of Mealy sequential model, the output depends only on the both present state as well as present state of the flip-flop as well as the inputs of the sequential circuit. Okay, so what I am trying to say here, in case of Mealy, the output of sequential circuit at any instant of time depend on the present value of flip-flop, that is Qn, you can say it, and the input what you have applied to sequential circuit can be x, y, or alpha. It depends on what variable you are using it. Okay, so let us see an example of it. You can see here. See here, you can see this is my combination circuit, and it is your storage elements. It is a register which will give you the storage of the binary information, and the output of this is nothing but your the present state value that is going as an input to this second block. This is your final output block. So here you can see these are the inputs. So input is also given as one of the input to your last stage, that is the output. So in this case the final output depends on this is your present state value as well as this input. Okay, so we'll take one example of that also. So from this particular example, what you can see is here y is my output, next is the input. Here present state is nothing but your qa bar, qb bar are your present state. So output, I'll see what is the expression of y I'll get. So in this case, if you'll check it properly, the connection to AND gate is x is coming as one of the input, qa bar is coming as another input, qb bar is coming as third input. So y will be equal to x into qa bar qb bar. So from the expression we can easily identify that output expression contains both input as well as the present state of the flip-flops. That means it is a Mealy sequential model. In this model, output at y at any instant of time depends on x as well as the present state of the flip-flop. Okay, so from the expression it is easily understandable. Okay, this is the example of your Mealy model. Design a state diagram, state table, transition table for a Mealy kind of circuit, Mealy sequential model. Okay. So question is, construct a transition table, state table and the state diagram for the Mealy sequential circuit shown below. So this is the circuit they have given. So again what we'll do is we'll cross verify whether it is Mealy or not. Okay. So what I'll check is Z. I should check here Z is my output and alpha is my input. So Z will be equal to, you can say it is Q into alpha. So Z will be equal to Q into alpha. So Z depends on both the input alpha as well as the present state Q. So that it is a Mealy sequential model. Okay. So we'll see what are the steps involved. So first steps is we have to determine the flip-flop input equations and the output equation from the sequential circuit. So as I already told you, here alpha is the input and Z is the output and Q is the flip-flop output and T is the input of the flip-flop. Okay, so we'll see what is the expression we get. Just now we have discussed Z will be equal to alpha into Q, and T value what you can say is you can see our T is connected to the output of OR gate. Input of OR gate is Z. The Z is nothing but alpha into Q, and here you can see here I am getting as alpha bar and Q bar is connected to second AND gate. So here output will be alpha bar Q bar, and the output of this OR gate will be alpha Q plus alpha bar Q bar. That is going as an input to the sequential circuit, that is T flip-flop. It is going as an input. So T value will be alpha Q plus alpha bar Q bar. Okay, so what next step we have is derive the transition equation. So to derive a transition equation, I have to take the characteristic equation of T flip-flop. That already we have discussed in the module 3, how to get this value. Qn plus 1 will be equal to T Qn bar plus T bar Qn bar. So what I have to do here is I have to substitute the value of T here. So this particular expression can also be written as T XOR Qn. So that is what it is written here. So here I have replaced this T value from this equation. So T is equal to alpha Q plus alpha bar Q bar XOR with Qn. So this is the transition equation we have. This is the third step. Now we'll see the what is our third step. So we have to write the transition table here. Already we have seen the expression what we have got for Qn plus 1. Qn plus 1 is nothing but my next state. Okay, and we'll see how we can write the transition table. So what I have done here is I have taken present state, next state and the output. So since as per the definition of Mealy sequential model, the output at any instant of time depends on input as well as the present state. So here I have to find the value of next state with respect to the present state, these two value. Since I have only one flip-flop here, so I can have only two values, that is 0 and 1, and input value. Since we are dealing with the binary number, we have only two possibilities, that is 0 and 1. Okay, so I'll check when input is 0, that is when alpha is 0 and my Q is 0, what will be the output. In the same manner, when alpha is 1, Q is 0, what is my output, and so on. With the help of these two equations, we are going to simplify this. We are going to get the next state and the output value. Okay, so what we have to do is, let us take this particular example when alpha is 0 and Q is 0. So when you substitute it here, when both are 0, alpha into Q will be 0 plus alpha bar Q bar is 1 into 1. So 0 plus 1, I'll get 1 XOR with 0. When 1 XOR with 0 will give me a value of 1. So for this particular, I'll get a value of 1 here. Okay, in the same manner, if you'll find for this, when alpha Q is 0, alpha is 1, so you can see this will be 0, even this will be 0, and 0 XOR with 0, I'll get a value of 0. In the same manner, I can find the value of output here. Z is equal to alpha into Q. So when alpha is 0, Q is 0, output will be 0. Here also it will be 0. Only I'll get a output 1 for this particular value when Q is 1 and alpha is 1. So when you do this particular simplification after substituting one value at a time, we'll get something like this. Okay, this is your next state value and this will be the output value. So what only you have to do is, with the help of these two equation, that is Qn plus and Z equation, you have to get these values. So in those two equations, what is the unknown factor we have, that is Qn and alpha, both the value I am giving. For first case, Q is 0, you have to take for alpha equal to 0, I will get this value. When Q is 0, alpha is 1, you will get this value. When Q is 1, alpha is 0, you will get this value. Well, Q is 1 and alpha is also 1, we will get this value. In the same manner, 4 combination I have to apply for this particular equation, that will give me this value. Okay, so after this we'll try to write the fourth step is to write the state table. So in case of state table, what we'll do is, instead of writing the binary number, we'll represent them using alphabets. That is 0 is represented by A and 1 is represented by B. So only one that we have to do in state diagram. So it will look something like that. So your present state will become A and B, that is A is equal to, we have assumed that A is 0 and B is 1. So I am representing that by A and B, and your next state will be something like this. Since you can see in that transition table, these two values are 1, 1. So I have assumed 1 as B. So I have written as B, and 0 I have assumed as A. So I have written as A here. And your output value remains same. Okay, so from this what we have to do is we have to write a state diagram. So from the state diagram, it is very much clear that we have two states, that is A and B. So what we'll do is we'll take two circles, that is this circle represents two states. Okay, where A is nothing but 0 and B is A is 0 state and B is 1 state. So what I have to do is I have to show the transition from present state to the next state. So what you can see from this particular state diagram is when alpha is 0, when my present state is A, where I am going to B state. So my transition is from A to B when alpha value is 0, and for this particular transition, what is my output? My output is 0. So we'll show this transition something like this. As I told you, when input is 0, I'm going from A to B. So that transition I have shown here, A to B. And for this, what is the input output combination we have? Input is 0, even output is 0. That can be written something like this. So before the backslash, what are the value you are writing? That is your input, and after the backslash, what value you have written, that is your output. So in this both the cases I have taken for alpha equal to 0. So input is 0 and my output what we have got from state table, that is also 0. So 0 by 0 I have written here. Now I'll check the second value. I am at A only and I am telling my input is 1. When my input is 1, so you can see the transition is A to A only. So when input is 1, B will be in A state only. And for that, what is my output we have? It is 0. So your transition will be input is 1. Again I told you before backslash, this shows your input, and after backslash, that is your output. So input is 1. Again I am getting my output as 0 only. So this transition will be shown something like that. So when your input is 1, will remain in the same state, that is A state only we will be there. Okay, now so A state transition we have completed. Now let us go to B state. So from B state, when your input is 0, where you are going, you can see we will be in B state only. For present state B, my next state is B only when input is 0. So that transition also we can show here. So for this also you can see input is 0 and output is also 0. That's why 0 bar 0 we have written. Now transition will be something like this. So it will be remain in B state only. So next possible combination we have is we are at B when the input is 1, where we are going to A state. That means the transition will be from B to A. This is shown here. This transition is from B to A. This is the transition you can see here from B to A. For this, what is the combination we have? My input is also 1 and output is also 1. So this is the particular value I have written here. So always whatever the value we are writing input slash output. So to the left side your input will be there, to the right side output will be there. Okay. So this is with respect to designing, they'll give you a sequential circuit. From that we can draw this state machine. The state machines includes transition table, state table and the state diagram. It is clear for all of you. If you have any doubt with respect to this, you can write me back on my mail ID. Thank you everyone.